because it is within St. Elizabeth Hospital's mission to improve the health of the community through education, St. Elizabeth Hospital has chosen Ascension Parish to officially continue its local efforts. Now, therefore, it be proclaimed, I, Tommy Martin, as President of the Parish of Ascension, State of Louisiana, by the virtue of the authority vested in me, hereunto proclaim May 10th to 16th, 2015, as National Women's Health Week in Ascension Parish, and urge the women of this parish to make their health a top priority through education and by scheduling recommended screening with their physicians. Very good. Renee, you want to give us a little?
Councilwoman Castle.
Yes.
Okay.
Please step in.
Well, you know, this lady never is short on words.
We just want to make sure that everybody is aware of what the Women's Advisory Council has coming up, and that's on May 6th. At Elegant Affairs, we will be hosting a women's luncheon where we're going to be having a presentation on 50 Shades of Ride or Die, and the presentation will be given by Ann Troy, who is a nurse out of the Children's Hospital down in New Orleans. She's a forensic nurse. She interviews children and victims of sexual abuse, and it will be very enlightening. The tickets are $20 per person, and the luncheon starts at 11:30. The presentation will actually start at noon, and if anyone is interested in getting those tickets, they can contact the Community Education Department at St. Elizabeth, and that number is 225-621-2906, and we hope to see all the women out there.
Thank you, and I'm proud to say that after all these years and all this effort, this year we're going to have a men's a week in Ascension Parish to recognize men's health. So I'm going to have all the councilmen come over. We're all going to go and get a physical and do what we need to do.
Yes, indeed.
So they've all committed. So,
Yes, we
anyway,
Get 2 a year.
good, good. So anyway, thank y'all so much for what y'all do, and we appreciate it. And St. Elizabeth does a lot in the community. This is just only one small thing, so we appreciate it. Thank you. Audrey, you want to say a few words? Thank you.
Yeah, I see it. And good it before.
Yeah.
Before.
Yeah.
I got 4 more. Two in each kidney.
Where they popping up from?
4 more. I just got rid of 4. Then I have 2 more. Just had 1 in February.
Thank you very much.
So it must be. Must be.
Next proclamations, Fair Housing Month, April 15th. Ms. Martha Collins, Parish President.
Whereas the 47th anniversary of National Fair Housing Law
I've been there.
of the National
I had a
Title 8 of the Civil Rights Act of 1968
February.
through
Before I
the
had my
month of
lectures.
April is an occasion for all Americans,
I've been there.
individually and collectively,
about 10
to rededicate themselves to the principle of freedom from
Since I was 17, I've been having all.
wherever it exists. Whereas this law guarantees for each citizen the critical personal element of freely choosing a home, and whereas a fair housing law has been passed by the state of Louisiana, the implementation Martha, of the law requires the positive commitment, involvement, and support of each of our citizens. And whereas the department and agencies of the state of Louisiana are to provide leadership in the effort to make fair housing not just an idea, but an ideal for all our citizens. Whereas barriers that diminish the rights and limit the options of any citizen to freely choose a home will ultimately diminish the rights and limit the options of all. Now, therefore, it be proclaimed, I, Tommy Martin, as President of the Parish of Louisiana, by the virtue of the authority vested in me, to hereunto proclaim April 2015 as Fair Housing Month in Ascension Parish.
Thank you, President Martinez, members of the council. When you receive federal funds from in grants, the fair housing, they have requirements that we make sure that we publicize that it is fair housing in Ascension Parish and that we support that. So this is very important to us in the parish, and Thank you very much for supporting this.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We'll move right into the parish president's report. You got any?
I have Martin McConnell here. As you all know, we're having a music festival out at Lamar Dixon this weekend from 2 to 9. Got some great entertainment. Proud to say that all the entertainment is actually from Ascension Parish. So it's going to be a good time. And there's a couple other events going on this Saturday. There's St. Mark's Fair, and that's also a wonderful place if you want to attend. That's, I think, Friday through Sunday. And I think the VFW is having something on Church Point, a car show and a jambalaya cook-off. So it's going to be a busy weekend in Ascension. So if you get an opportunity to actually go out and visit with any of these events, I'm sure you'll have a great time. Martin.
Thank you, Parish President. Lady, gentlemen, members of the council, and members of the public, I want to invite you to your Lamar Dixon Expo Center this Saturday, April the 18th, starting at 2 o'clock. As the parish president said, he wanted to feature local musicians because you don't always have that opportunity to listen to our own homegrown talent. So if you come to Lamar Dixon at 2 o'clock, you're going to get to hear Arthur Broussard and the Backyard Band. Then you're going to hear the Little Bayou Band. Then you're going to hear High Karate. After that, Mike Broussard and Night Train and their special guests going to be Van and Grace Broussard. And then we're going to cap it off with Nana Shah. They're going to close the evening. All of this can be yours for $5 per person. That works out to be $1 a band. Now, as Councilman Melanson noted in his opening invocation, the weather has not exactly been cooperating with us, but fortunately, Lamar Dixon is a remarkable facility that has all kinds of availabilities there. We're going to be in the Robbie Savoy Arena, which does have a dirt floor. We've been packing that dirt all day long, so it's hard as concrete. We have a 40-foot by 60-foot dance floor, wooden dance floor that's going to be there. We got a stage up there that the bands will be performing on. We're going to have food, we're going to have refreshments, and we're going to have a wonderful time. And again, please come out and support your Lamar Dixon Expo Center. Thank you. Look forward to seeing you all there.
Thank you, Martin.
Thank you,
We
Parish
appreciate it.
Thank you. Next, I'm going to ask Ms. Tracy Marquette to come up, please. Tracy, every year, I guess since I've been parish president, we've had the National Day of Prayer, and Tracy's headed that up for me, and it's been just a pleasure. She's just a pleasure to work with. It's non-denominational. We have from every religion who come to the event, and we would ask you to please try and come. I mean, as I said, this will be my last one as parish president, but I certainly hope whoever follows me will keep that tradition going, because it's just a great day in Ascension Parish, and it doesn't take long. It's 11:30. Come and have lunch. Jambalaya Association pays for the lunch and Cokes, and we get. I'll pay for the rest of the food out of my personal stuff. So it's a good event, and I think you'll enjoy it. And I want to take this opportunity after all these years to really thank Tracy for what she does, and I love her for it. And
thank you. It's such an honor to be here and to serve the community of Ascension Parish. I want to let you know that I work for a national organization. It's actually the 64th observance of this day for our nation, and our organization organizes things at national levels in D.C. as well as at state levels in our capital and at the parish level. Also at local city levels, there's things going on across the nation that day. Our theme this year is Hear Our Cry, and we do want to invite all of you guys to come out and have lunch with us that day. It will be the last time that I get to organize this event under Parish President Tommy Martinez, but surely the next president coming up, if it's his desire, I would gladly do so for this community. We invite all the churches to come out and any denominations of faith to come out and enjoy that event that day and pray for our community, our nation and state. And we do 7 different areas that we pray for: the church, the media, we pray for businesses, family, school, and all those areas we'll pray for. So we try to keep it short, but we do want to just open it up to the public. And I thank you very much for being able to serve you guys. May the 7th at 11:30 at the Lamar Dixon, and it is free of charge. So May the 7th, you guys come on out and let's do it really big for our parish president this last time. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Tracy. We appreciate everything you do. With that, we'll move on to agenda item number 7, consent agenda. Chair would entertain a motion. We have a motion by
Second.
Mr. Joseph. No. Motion by Mr. Second by Ms. Cazzo. Discussion? Well, I'm sorry, did I miss something?
Yes,
I'd like to
Mr.
make an announcement on the parish president's
Okay,
report.
you're correct.
Yeah.
On the parish president's report, sir, would you give us an update?
Yes,
We'll hold that motion.
certainly want to thank, on both sides of the river, our crews for doing such an exceptional job. We've had 6 days of rain, some areas anywhere from 7 to 9 inches, and so far hadn't heard any houses or structures that have gone underwater. Today, I rode around the entire parish. Seems like all the streams in their banks, we're continually drawing down to get more storage space, and hopefully we'll get through the next few days and it'll start drying out. But you know, the good thing about this type of event, it comes, you have a big rain, then we have a period in between so we can catch up, and that's kind of the way it's been going. So we've been very fortunate with this. It's not just one big 7, 8 inch event at one time. So we have sandbags available for anybody that needs them. We have 3 sea cans full. We have bags of I think 6,000 or 7,000 bags at Lamar Dixon. We've got plenty of sand on hand in the event we need it. But I appreciate all you guys. I know you've been out there. I've seen Kent goes, he's catching alligators when he's supposed to be doing drainage. So if anybody had seen that picture of him with the 8-foot alligator, so he rescued an alligator this week. So thank you, Kent, for that. So anyway,
It was just 8 feet?
I think
time got
he
to
told me
me it was
10, but when I
11
saw the picture, I thought it was about 8. So, but.
Okay.
But anyway, it's been a rough week on our crews, but I just want to take this opportunity to thank all of them. They've done a wonderful job, and as I said, if any of you need any assistance, just let us know, and we'll continue to monitor, no matter if it's weekends during the week. So,
Thank you, sir.
thank you.
Mr. Joseph.
Can't you go? Can't.
Mr.
Well,
Mr.
we just wanted to
Schinkmeyer.
make an announcement on West Side Drainage District is, you know, which is, as everyone knows, is separate from the East Side Drainage. And on May 2nd, there's a renewal of the millage there. And we want to make sure everybody understands that on the West Bank, there's not a half-cent sales tax. The only thing that's supporting it is a millage. And so without this millage, it would be a critical situation on the West Bank for any type of drainage activity. So especially with the way things are going lately, you know, we want to urge everybody to get out for the May 2nd voting. And April 20th to 24th is the early voting. So get out there and try to support. We have a number of major things coming up in the near future that's going to make a big impact on the West Bank. And so we want to encourage everybody to get out there and support this.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Joseph.
No, I just wanted this is the only item on the ballot. So, for the West Bank, the only item they have to vote on in Ascension Parish. That's it.
Thank you, ma'am. Any further discussion on that? Thank you. Madam Secretary, please note that Councilman Turner came in shortly after we started. He's been here for the whole meeting. I got an opportunity to recognize that. We'll go back to agenda item number 7. We still have a motion by Mr. Dempsey Lambert, a second by Ms. Cazzo. Any discussion?
No discussion.
All right. We'll go to agenda item number 8. Ordinance Development Agreement, DA 15-01 for Silver Oak PUD. Ordinance number ZM 14-15.
Motion
Mr.
introduced. I second that.
We have a motion introduced by Todd.
I made a motion, Todd second.
Motion by Benny, second by Todd.
One quick discussion on this.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I see Ms. Shafisi out in the audience. Talking to Ricky and looking at this particular development, he says this is probably the best one. You know, he's did about 5 or 6, and this looks like the best document that could be, you know. So everything's covered in all bases, turn lanes, and so looks like a good project is what, you know, administration was telling me. So I just want to put that in.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate all the effort y'all put into it also.
No objection? Introduced. We'll move on to agenda item number 9. Mr. Todd Lambert. Motion adjourned by Mr. Todd Lambert. Second by Mr. Bryan. Any discussion, any opposition? We're adjourned.